So Rambo Raff for Life, that's his YouTube name. He's the guy that kind of got me into doing this shit on YouTube. I don't mean to always keep bringing him up, but he's one of the few people I actually watch on YouTube, anyways. So he did a review of Copland, talking about how much he loves that movie, and he's a big Sylvester Stallone fan, but he was pretty like strongly opinionated about how good the movie was. And this is a movie that came out in 1997. I saw it, when it came out on video around then, so 97 or 98. And I haven't seen it since. When I first saw it, I was like 15 years old, and I didn't remember liking it, and I don't think I understood the plot. I think that's why I didn't like it. But I when I see this review from Rambo Raff, I'm like, is it good or is it not? Because I remember not digging it. So after 13 years, I got it in the mail from Netflix, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give it another chance because I remember it had a big, awesome cast, and so I watched it, and surprise, surprise, Rambo Raff was right. It's a really good movie. Um, Basically, Sylvester Stallone plays the sheriff of this small town called Garrison, New Jersey, where basically a bunch of NYPD cops have made their home there, because it's cheap, and that they all like set up their own community there, and it's outside of the city. And there's more to it than that, but I don't want to spoil too much. And basically, they're corrupt, and Sylvester Stallone is the sheriff that has to take them down. And Stallone, I forgot his character's name. His name's Freddy. He uh, he always wanted to be like a NYPD cop, but he couldn't because of when he was younger. He saved a girl from drowning, and he damaged his ear, and he's deaf in one ear. Now, why you can't be a cop because of that, I don't know. But he plays like he's like kind of like a pushover, kind of apathetic, not the maybe the brightest guy in the world. At least that's not how he comes off. But he's smarter than he looks, and he just always wanted to be a real police, and he is a real police. But he's it's just a small town that he's watching over, and he's watching over these corrupt cops who think they can walk all over him, and they basically put him in place there because of that. They're like, this guy always wanted to be a cop. Let's make him the sheriff. He'll do whatever we say. We'll get away with murder. And so what happens is Michael Rappaport is like this young hero cop that gets in an incident on the bridge between New York and Jersey where he accidentally shoots two teenagers, and they fake his death, and he's hiding out. And Sylvester Stallone catches wind of this, and he starts looking into the police, into the corrupt cops, the NYPD cops. This is a huge, awesome cast. You got Stallone, you got Michael Rappaport, you got Harvey Keitel, Ray Liotta, got Robert Patrick, the guy from Terminator 2, who was also in The Sopranos. You have Edie Falco from The Sopranos. You have this one chick, I think she's on Rescue Me, plays one of the cops' wives. I know I'm forgetting, I'm probably forgetting someone right now, but like, oh, and you have Robert De Niro as an internal affairs cop. And just a cool, like, I'm not going to say it's the greatest movie, but it's a pretty kick ass movie. Um, and the thing is, it's like, you really feel for Stallone's character after a while. You want him to just nail these motherfuckers because they're such assholes. Harvey Keitel plays a great asshole, and you just want like someone to put them in their place. And you want it to be Stallone because of the way they walk all over him, the way they treat him makes you really like root for him. And it has like a smart script, kind of like a streetwise script, and it feels like I don't know. It feels like this happened or something, or like it feels like someone that knows the area, like that knows the New York, New Jersey area, and they know what New York cops are like and stuff like that. And I don't know. I just can't say too much about it. I'll give something away, I'm sure, if I keep going. But I like the script and I like the cast. There's some great lines in it. Like there's like a line near the beginning. Ray Liotta tells Stallone, Freddie, he's like, "There's two people in the world. There's pinball people and video game people. You, Freddie, you're pinball people." Or you got Robert De Niro. He puts pressure on Stallone to do something about the cops in this town, and Stallone like doesn't go for it at first, but later Stallone goes back to Robert De Niro like, "Let's do something about this." De Niro's like, I offered you a chance to be a cop, and you blew it." So like a lot of good lines, a good plot. It's a bit of a stretch, a little bit hard to believe. And it's also a little complicated, which is like why I didn't get it when I was younger, but it makes sense if you're paying attention. And it has, I mean, really the best thing about it is the acting and the lines and the script, like the stuff, you know, the writing and the lines that they get to deliver. Robert Patrick is great in it. Ray Liotta is great in it. Harvey Keitel is great in it. Stallone is pretty damn good in it. I'll give him that. Um, and he gained weight for the role. He looks very un-Stallone like, very very unsly, and I don't know. And it has some good like action, some good showdowns and stuff in it, and especially the ending has some. It's not long, but it has some good shootouts and stuff like that at the end. Even though and it's stylishly done, it's a little different than your usual action scenes. But that's all I really want to say without like ruining anything. I think if you haven't seen Copland, definitely give it a shot. It's well worth the effort. It's well worth your time, and even if you saw it like a long time ago and like maybe you don't remember it, it's something that if you see it on cable again, or if you're like me and you're running out of shit on Netflix because no good new movies are coming out, give it a go because it's as good as you remember it, or if you remember it poorly like I did, it's better than you remember it. It's definitely a good cop drama. I'd give it a. I'll be a little modest on this. I've had some time to digest it. I think it deserves at least a solid 3.5 out of 5 stars. Give Copland a shot.